Hello everyone, and welcome to Barre. Happy Wednesday, or whatever day you're joining me. I'm so excited for today's intermediate advanced class because it is slide again. I love to hate sliders. I'm going to tell you, I was doing a dry run of this workout, and there's some parts that are tricky, but don't worry, I'm always going to give you modifications so you can take it up a level, or if you need to edit it down and make it a little bit more simple, I'm going to have that for you as well. So it's time to get started. Let's go ahead and start with our warm-up. You know we're going to start with those knee lifts. Lift and lift. Nice job. I hope you're having a good week. Mine's been a busy one. That's okay. Let's swing those arms. Nice job standing nice and tall. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4 more. We're going to add that twist. Looks like this. So we're going to twist into the leg, into the leg. This is genie arms. If you don't like the genie arm, you can just hold on and twist the torso. Letting the feet rise. 8 more. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's go ahead and step it out nice and wide. We're going to warm up those inner thighs. Let's lunge it. Right and left. Right and left. Booty's going back. Knees aren't curling past the toes. Right and left. Nice job. So just a reminder on those sliders. I just went right into the warm-up. I was so excited. I'm using my sliders. I also have 2 sturdy paper plates. That works really well for carpet. Or you can always do towels if you're on hardwood. Let's reach across. Reach and reach. Just seem to do that torso. Reach. Sometimes I forget my legs, so don't forget those legs. And reach. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it to the right. Sit back, turn off that foot. If you'd like. Nice job. Go ahead and turn that toe back. Let's roll around and come down for that nice dynamic hip flexor hamstring. So down and down, up and up. Hip flexor, hamstring. Nice job. Down and up. Keep going. You've got 4. And up. 3. And up. 2. And up. Last one. Hold it forward. You can keep it lifted, or you can set that knee down. You know, pulling that chest through. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stop. Turn that back toe. Let's come shift up and over to the other side. Turn out that toe. Again, making sure the knee is behind the foot. And we're going to go ahead and turn. I'm going to show you the elevated version of hamstring, hamstring, hip flexor. Here we go. Down and down, up and up. Down and down, up and up. So again, opening that hip flexor and then hamstring. Take it down and up. Hold on for me. Give me 4 and up. 3 and up. Nice job. 2 and up. Pull this last one down. Rolling that pelvis under. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we're going to continue to get that body. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat. You're going to roll down, walk it out in that inchworm, and then do the knee to elbow 4 times, and walk it back. You can bend those knees if you need to, and then stand all the way up. So running up to the shoulders, the core, getting a nice stretch in the back of the legs. This warm-up is everything. Nice job. And again, you're going at your own pace. One way to make this easier is to omit those little mountain climbers at the bottom. So you could just come down, hold, and walk back. Nice job. Let's do 2 more at your pace. And that second one, I want you to meet me down in that plank. And walk it back. Making nice and tall. All right, last one, meet me in that plank. And let's just mountain climb it out. And these are easy mountain climbers. We're not running them. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees. Go ahead and come into a tabletop. Knee under hip, hand under shoulder. Go ahead, inhale, pull through to cow. Exhale, drop your head, round the back to cat. Inhale, to cow. Exhale, to cat. One more just like that. Inhale, to cow. Exhale, to cat. Go ahead and bring those knees out wide, toes together. Let's sit back in a little release and child's pose. Go ahead and come back to tabletop pose. Raise your hands, tuck your toes under, cross back into downward dog. Strong through those fingers, pressing down to each knuckle of the hand, letting those heels drop towards the earth. And now softening those knees, walking hands into feet. And carefully rolling up 1/3 at a time. Head coming last. Let's take those shoulders back and back. Roll it back and back. Let's take it forward. Forward. Music today. Forward. 2 and 1. Nice job. Hopefully you're warm. I'm feeling nice and warm. Time for upper body work. I didn't even talk about which weights I had today. I've got my 8s, my 6s, and my 3s. Lots of options for you today. But we're going to start off with our sliders. So go ahead and grab them. I'll use my paper plates for this one. So these are just some nice, heavy-duty Dixie paper plates. So we're going to go into a push-up with a little modification to add a slide. So if you don't like the slide or you don't have sliders, that's okay. You can just do a regular push-up. And these exercises, most of them today are going to be to time rather than to reps with the sliders. So go ahead and if you'd like, you can take your sliders and put one under each hand. So that's what I'm choosing to do. I'm going to come forward into that really good push-up position. And when I come down, I'm just going to start by pressing the right hand forward. So I'm going to go down and up, down and up. So I'm just doing my regular push-up and sliding. Slide and up. So maybe your slide is here and up. That's great. Here and up. So I'm going at a nice steady pace. You can pick it up. You can pause. And this is, if you think about what that planted hand is doing, so it's not moving. So that elbow is just coming back at a 45, while that other arm is moving forward. Nice job. So about 20 more seconds. You're doing great. Remember, as much as you can, if you watch my push-up tutorial, I know we get tired, we want to lead with that head, but think about leading with that chest. Yes, you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Woo. Okay, we're going to come all the way down on our stomachs for 2 versions of swan with the sliders. So grab your sliders and go ahead and come all the way down on your belly. I just wrote the mat so I have some space just to make it a little bit easier for you to see. All right, so we've done this before, but I want you to watch once, and then you're going to go ahead and join in. So I have my hands on each of my sliders. I'm going to drop my head as my arms come back. I'm going to lift through the upper body. So like this. Arms come back, chest lifts, head drops. Go ahead and join me. Swing back, lift, and drop. And then hesitate, mind your spine until the very end where it's going to come up. You want to be slow and controlled in this movement. And we want our legs anchored on the mat. Nice job. Really working that outer back, mat, as well as those muscles up and down the side, specifically in your middle back. So 2 more. On this next one, you have the option to come up and hold with me. So go ahead and come up and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return those spiders for me. And we're going to press back into child's pose for a quick release. And then we're going to do that the opposite way. All right, so go ahead and come forward again. But I want you to watch me again, because just to make sure you're proper forward, because when we're doing these exercises, come back, I want your gaze forward, not looking at a screen. So we started before with our arms forward. Our arms are going to be back. And as you inhale, rise, exhale, arms come back. You can go ahead and join me. Inhale, rise. So it's kind of a variation on a cobra, like a mini cobra. Or kind of an extended sphinx. I really love this, but I want to be an encouragement to you in saying don't overdo this pose. I spent a lot of time working my back, and already I'm feeling this. So if you need to modify, you can simply come up to a lower point. You can also drop your hands one on top of another and rest your forehead, and do this a very simple prone run. Okay, you have about 15 more seconds. You're just making nice wide circles, pressing up, but not to ever a point. I'm saying that to the carpet. Not to a point of strain. Let's do 2 more. And on this next one, you have an opportunity to come up and hold with me, or you can come right back down. So lift up and hold. Roll those shoulders back into your place. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down one vertebra at a time. Return those shoulders to your side. Place your hands by your shoulders, and again, press back into child's pose. All right. So you go ahead and set those sliders aside. We're going to go ahead and pick up our weights. So I'm going to just readjust my mat here real quickly. Okay, we're going to go into some cross-body bicep curls. So you just need one weight. I'm going to try to lift heavy. I'm going to try 8. We'll see how that goes today. But I have my 6. So go ahead and taking that weight in the right hand. These are soft. We're just going to take it across and down. So you're crossing to the opposite shoulder, the opposite chest really, and down. So if you look on the side, that elbow is not moving. Only thing that's working here is the bicep, especially that inner bicep, so closer to the midline. That's the part of the bicep that's working a little bit more. Again, we're going to time, so you could be going faster or you could be going slower. But today I want you to focus on keeping the same rate of motion throughout the move. So we're not jerking it up. We're not letting it drop at the end. Slow and controlled. Nice job. You got this for 10, 9, 8, 7, stop knees, 5, 4, 3. Go ahead and bring it up to parallel forming to the floor and just little lift, little pulse, little pulse. So when you're doing this pulse, you're thinking forward and up, teeny tiny. Yes, you can. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Oh, maybe give that arm a little bit of shake. All right, moving to that left hand. So again, we're coming across the body and down. Across the body and down. So if you need to touch to make sure that elbow's not moving, you can do that. But it's super glued to your side. And you're going at a pace too that feels good for you, and down. So it's not about going by pace. I mean, sometimes it is, but not today, and 10. I like to mix it up. Sometimes we go for reps. Sometimes we go for time. So if you see me gazing behind the screen, making sure we're on track. Soften those knees for me. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it to parallel lift. Little lift. And again, we're not going to grip that weight too hard. Don't waste energy. So I'm just holding that weight open palm with a thumb wrap. You can wrap those fingers around, but focus on that bicep, not on that grip. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Sit down, shake it out. Okay, we're gonna do a bend over row, so go ahead and pick up your weights mate. So go ahead and come into a nice V position for me. And we're gonna start with our palms in. So you're gonna go ahead and bend the knees, head towards the waist a little bit. Arms are gonna come down, but roll those shoulders back into the place. We're gonna row and extend. So this music is really fast today. So if this music is too fast for you, you can slow it down. We're thinking about pulling straight back. I feel like that's too heavy for me, so I'm gonna drop my stick this. And we're trying to keep that core tight. What do we feel like we want to do? Sometimes we want to move. We want to help our arms. And that's good, but not today. About 10 more seconds. You're going to superset this with some shoulder lifts. And 1. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab one weight. You can go heavier. If you don't have a heavy weight, you can grab 2 lighter weights together. You're gonna go ahead and bend those knees. And the move looks like this. Inhale, exhale, lift all the way up. Tricep drop, bring it up and down. This is super slow and controlled. I know I'm a huge fan of doing individual sides, but this is gonna give us a little bit extra pectoral work as our arms work together on lifting that weight. So my shoulders are back and down, you're still lifting. So come up. I'm gonna stop at the top, drop, lift, and come down. So I'm really thinking about keeping that core engaged. That core's holding tight. So it's giving my triceps something to work against. This is also really good for your shoulder mobility. So if you are feeling a little sticky in the shoulders, I'm trying to think of a modification. You could lift to here instead of coming all the way up. Okay, you've got about 10 more seconds, and then we're going back to those rows again. Mixing it up today. And let's do one more together. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Drop it. Lift. Control it, control it, control it, control it all the way down. Okay, check it out. I'm going to grab a sip of my water. Maybe you want to do the same. All right, we're going to pick up those weights again for another set of rows. Except for this time, our palms are going to be facing up. So pretend like you have a barbell, a nice wide barbell that you're holding in your hands. So we're back in that beautiful V position, softening the knees, bending forward a little bit the hips as much as possible. Head and line is fine. Palms are up. You're going to roll back and forward. This is going to give you a little bit more bicep. You're welcome. Again, slow and controlled, like you're pulling that weight through water. You're naturally resisting it. That's my hope for you. I think maybe a year into Barre, some of us are a little slower than others. It clicked with me that I didn't have to lift heavy to have resistance. So I can make myself work with a few pounds now, and I hope you can too. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip those palms. Bring it all the way back. Pulse. Pulse. Would not be Barre Sarah unless we pulse. Little pulse. Yes, we can. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Stand back, take it out. Then we're going lighter on this next set of lifts. Receptive. So back in that parallel hip station. Soften those knees. Shoulders go up, back and down. And again, holding that weight, we're going to lift all the way up to the top. Pause, drop, lift, and down. Nice job. Woo. Love it. Absolutely love it. We are doing a great workout in today. Speaking of great workout, I've been pushing y'all pretty hard in these intermediate advanced workouts. We have a special workout coming up next Wednesday. Next week will be a flexibility class. So it'll be more restorative. I hope you'll come. We really do need to balance our effort and ease. I love effort. I have to remind myself we also have to have some ease. If you want a more traditional class like this next week, I'm doing a Monday hour-long special. And this is to welcome all of my Barre Basics folks. So it's an intermediate class on Monday, hour-long at 5 p.m. Pacific. So you can get 2 hours in next week. Isn't that fun? I think it is. Okay, you've got 10 more seconds. I know, I get excited about really fun things. Okay, I want you to go ahead and meet me at the top. And now we're just going to do this tricep drops. Take it down and down, up and up. When we come all the way up, we don't want to lock out of those elbows. So keep it in a soft bend at the top and up, down, and up. 4 more. Take it down, and up. I am so sweaty. 3, and up. 2, and up. Try to keep those elbows in. 1, and up. Bring it down. Slow, 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 slow. Yes, you can. Slow, slow, slow. Good job. I'm going to grab my light weights. We're going to finish off with one more shoulder exercise today. Our angel arms, one of my favorites. So I'm going to grab my 3s, but you can grab whichever weights you like. We're in that wonderful parallel hip distance. Palms are facing. We're going to start up for 2. So I'm going to take it up and up, down and down. If this is too fast for you, then you can slow it down. Actually, I feel it's too fast for me, so I'm going to kind of go a little bit slower. So those arms are moving in a nice circle, like you're making a snow angel or a sand angel. So keeping that shape of the arm and rotating it up and down. Nice job. Just a nice little polisher at the end. And then we get to go into some really great labor, which I still feel from this weekend. About 10 more seconds, and then we get a wonderful, delicious stretch. Yes, we can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Slow, 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 slow. Nice job. Let's go ahead and set our weights off to the side. Let's stretch it out. Got a little overexcited with the weights today. Okay, let's start by stretching the head, shoulders. Bring that across the body, rolling it into its place. And again, if you want a little bit more, bring those hands to meet one another, eagle arms, pulling out. A modification to eagle arms is to grasp for the alternate shoulders. So maybe you might feel that a little bit more, but if you don't feel that grasp, then I want you to stay here. Come to the other side. So again, eagle arms is bending that left hand, hopefully the palms to touch, pulling up and forward. Modification, hugging those shoulders, but again, gotta feel the stretch. And let's come to that tricep. Right arm up, walking it down the back, closing the rib cage. And if you're able to maintain that closed rib cage, then you lift the head. And you should feel that at the top of your thoracic spine. The middle part of the back. Other side, switch it out, closing that spine. Again, lifting up just a little. Go ahead and release. Let's go ahead and stretch the upper back. So there's two ways to do that. One is just to bring our hands up, interlace the fingers, and round forward. I never really feel that in my upper back. So another modification is to find a support like this one. And to come into a flat back and just put a little bit of grip on that support. So either way, go ahead and walk your hands to one side. So your arms can be in the air, just to one side, or you can walk them. And now walk or move them to the other. Great, take a roll up to that chest stretch. Bringing the palms together, the fingers together. Extending arms and lifting just a little bit if that feels good. And release. Go ahead and stretch that neck to the right. There's your shoulder. And pop that head back up and over. All right, we're going to move these mats out of the way. So make sure you have space for your sliders. So it's slider time. Very excited about that. So we're going to move these mats out of the way. And we're going to grab those sliders. And we're going to start with my perennial favorite. You know this is my favorite. That's the curtsy lunge. We love the curtsy lunge. So that slider is going to go on the right foot. And just check your space around you so you don't have any collisions. So as a reminder, our regular lunge is when we would go straight back and forward in the sagittal plane. But we're going to add a little bit of a twist. So the curtsy lunge is taking that right leg, sliding it back and behind like we're curtsying, and then bringing it up to the center. So as much as possible, keeping the hips forward. And again, this is to time, so we're going to go nice and slow. On this standing leg, we want to be pressing up through all points of the foot, but especially up through that heel. That's going to activate the booty. Here's why we do all of these squats. Nice job. Sliding forward and back. Nice job. Okay, you know me. We're going to progress this move. Yes, we are. So you can stay where you are, or you can start lifting that knee. We've done this before. I can't help myself. There are a lot of slider exercises, but a lot of them rely on momentum instead of muscles. And at Barre, Sarah, we're about building our muscles. Sorry. So yeah, we're not going to do all of those that are just sliding all around. Okay, you know where this is going. You can stay right where you were, just sliding. You can start adding that knee, or we're going to add an extension. So to bring that knee up, extend the leg, in and down. Nice job. Back, forward. And this is why we're going at your own pace today, because I don't care how many you do. You're just going to give me your best. Now maybe your extension's here, so you go ahead and lift your leg a little bit lower. That's great too. Okay, we're going to do two more. And this last one, I want to challenge you. This next one. I want you to go ahead and try to raise that knee if you haven't. And I want you to try to give me an extension and hold it. So we're going to bring that leg up, extend. 8, 7, stand tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, that's a bit of that time. You're welcome. All right, we're gonna break this up with a calf exercise. So you can put your slider out of the way. And we're gonna do a set of calf raises. So we're just gonna start with up 2, down 2. You know this, you've done this before. Here we go, we take it up and up, down and down. We're gonna do straight up, rolling through to the ball of that foot and chevalé. Nice job. Up and down. 4 more. Up and up. Down and down. Up and up. 2 more. Up and down last time. up, and down. All right, nice job. Okay, we're gonna move on. So we're gonna bring that slider back to the right foot. Don't worry, we'll do this on the left side later. Just wanna mix it up a little bit more. So we're gonna come here in this basically a first position. So our heels can't quite touch because your slider might be in the way, but that's all right. So we're gonna plie, extend, in, and stand. Plie, extend, in, and stand. Extend, in, and stand. So plie, extend, in, and stand. So again, we're sliding down that imaginary wall. You know the imaginary wall. You love the imaginary wall. And we're sliding down it together. Okay, now we're going to do that same motion, but we're just going to take it to the back. Here we go. So we're going to plie, extend straight back, in, and up. Now back is hard, right? Because sometimes we think we're going back, but we're actually going here. I want you as much as possible when we plie to go straight back. So it's going to just activate the glute at a different angle. And you need to mix it up. You just don't want to go to the back diagonal. Back, in, and up. Nice job. Plie, back, in, and up. Two more. In, last one. Plie, back, slide it, and up. Nice job. Put that slider aside. Back for our calves. All right, we're just gonna work the right leg this time. So we're gonna put all of that weight on the right leg. Remember, you can always modify and do two legs together if you don't like going one leg. So I'm just gonna lift that left foot off, and we're just gonna go up for two, down for two again, just doing it on one leg. So we go up and up, down and down. We don't get a lot of calf work when we work sliders, so I can't help myself. This also gives you a nice break for the quads and the hamstrings. So you're welcome. Down, up, and down. Two more. Pick it up. And down. Last time. Up, and down. Nice job. All right, back to come. All right, you knew where this was going. Hopefully you knew where this was going. Now we're going to be going to the side. So this one we want to be really careful because we don't want to pull or strain the unifier to blind at all. So you can hold on if you'd like. If you feel comfortable, I have to be around you, put your hands on your hips. So we're going to take the slider on the right side, and we're going to slide out, and we're going to sit back. So I could be holding on here, and then I'm going to pull and stand. This is slow, slow, slow. So where are we going to feel this? We're really feeling this now in the quad on the standing side. Because we're doing, this is basically a modified version of a pistol or one-legged squat. And you're going out until you feel comfortable. So if you're squatting here and pulling in, that's great. You're getting the work here. You're starting to stretch this inner thigh. Or maybe you're extending a little bit further. Now the challenge is, and you can see me struggle, the further we get out, we really have to contract and use all those inner thigh muscles to pull that leg out. To pull that leg in, out's always the easy part. When we do a slider workout, it's in that's tricky. Which is why we love it. And in, nice job. As we're coming down and squatting, that booty is going back. We're hinging forward at the pelvis. So the chest is coming forward, but the head is not rounding. You'll always be able to see my face on the screen. You are almost there. You are so close. And then we're going to head on. Nice job. Okay, go ahead and hold. Move that slider aside. Take that foot out. Flex. Little lift. 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 Little teeny tiny. So if you want to let those hands go and just balance for me, that's great. So I'm standing nice and strong, but with a soft knee on this left leg. This leg is locked. My foot is flexed. And I'm feeling it where? That upper hip and glute. Yes. You can. You've got this. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hold and 2, and 1. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, give me a hip to hip. And you know exactly where we're going next, which is doing calves on that other side. Nice little break. Okay, break's over. So now we're going to put all the weight onto that left leg. If that feels good for you, the right leg is going to lift. Up through 2, down through 2. So up and up, down and down. Calves, not necessarily fun to work. Absolutely vital if we think about our strength, especially when we're barefoot. This is helping our feet get nice and stronger, making sure we have good foot mobility. And so it feels comfortable when we're coming up onto our low. Just 2 more. Up and up, down and down. Last time. Up and up, down and down. I just have 1 more exercise on the side. We're flying through this side. Okay, you know me, I do love my ballet, so we're going to do a version of ronde jambes, which is just a really nice finisher. So we're going to be back in that modified feet position, getting those heels as close as we can. We're going to go ahead and, again, check your space, front behind. We're going to plie. That leg's going to come out to the front. Draw a big half circle all the way around to the back. Stand. Plie, extend, all the way around. And rise. All the way around. And rise. So as soon as we hit that point, that level, we lock it and nothing else moves. So as my trainer Kim would say, if there were a wall here, they would know of nothing that was going on behind the wall. That's how strong, yet serene, our upper bodies need to be. This is really good for hip mobility. So like this is my tight hip. So it's really good to move it around. Now we're just going to reverse that direction. So let's take our brains in the other way. So we're going to plie. Now that leg goes straight back as you can. And it comes in. Now maintain that turnout as I come around. What does that mean? That means when I go back, as I come forward, lead with the heel. Heel, 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 heel. And stand. So that angle that your foot is in on that slider never changes. That's what takes ronde jump from just drawing your foot in a circle to maintaining really good muscle contraction. Okay, you have 2 more, and then we get a little water break. Well, a little stretched water break. And bring it back. Okay, go ahead and give me a slide this side. You worked really hard on that side. And now we get to do the other side, the whole thing. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to move my bar for you all, but you can just stay where you are. I don't know about you, but I do miss our studio. I am very thankful for this wonderful workout room in our basement. It's just not the same. Okay, now we get to do this on your side. So I really want you to think nice and strong, nice and tall. You know the exercises now. And remember, you can move faster or move slower because we're going to time. We're not going at a particular pace. So we're going to start with our toughie and not those curtsy lunges. So having your hand nicely on your support, that slider's now on the left foot. And we're going to start just by framing our form. So we're lunging back and standing. Looking at that standing leg, making sure that the knee is aligned with the toe, and that knee's not coming past the toe. So one common thing when we do these curtsy lunges, and you notice me fighting it, what does the foot want to do? The foot wants to roll out, but we want to keep that foot, especially the big toe edge, planted. So if that means you need to go a little less low in that lunge, that's fine. So maybe you need to be right here and stand. That's great. I always want you to feel nice and sturdy on that standing side. All right, now you know your option. You can start lifting that knee. And we're thinking this nice long line. So my knee's lifting at that 45. that means I'm turned out at the hip. I'm not lifting forward. That would be parallel. I'm lifting turned out, and I'm lifting forward. We're standing nice and tall, proud in the upper body. Down. A little further away from my support. Okay, you know where we're progressing. We're gonna stand, lift, maybe you're adding that extension, and down. Remember, just lift the knee to the area where you can maintain the extension. So maybe it's here, so you can have that nice straight long line. That's what we're looking for. So listen to your body. If your body says, that's where I am today, perfect. Give me beautiful form at that level. Okay, we are almost done, folks. We only have 2 more. I'm going to challenge you to join me on this last one for an extension if you haven't been doing it. So our next one, we're all going to try that and lift the extension together. Here we go. Up we come. Try me and extend. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh, set that side to side. And give me your hip to hip. Guess what? Good news. We have more calves to do. Please hold your applause until the end of the class. Facing into that bar. You know we're starting. We're starting back with where we were, which is both legs up for 2, down for 2. So up and up, down and down. Making sure if you're holding out that support, it's only for balance. So if you feel tempted to grip, come to those karate chop hands for me. So the outside blade of the hand is holding on. Give me 4, and down. 3, and down. 2, and down. Last 1, and down. Nice job. Woo. Okay, it's time to do our squats to tendus. So again, we've got that right leg as our base leg now, and we're thinking roughly about a V position, knowing our heels might not touch. So as a reminder, we're going to squat, extend, in, and stand. Boy, squat, extend, in, and stand. Just like for those ronde jambs, that foot is staying in that turned out position. So my foot's always pointing in this direction. I'm pointing as I extend. So that's extra credit. If you're wanting to get fancy, what I want you to see, I want you to extend that foot all the way out on that slider. So as we think about those beautiful ballet feet, extending all the way in and stand. Oh, this feels so good. Extend, in. Just got 10 more seconds. Yes, you can. And we're going to move to the back. In and stand. I'm going to do 1 more. In and stand. Okay, now we're going to continue that, but just go backwards. You know it. You've done it before. Here we go. Down we come. Extend straight back as possible. In and stand. Sliders really challenge our balance and where we are in space. I thought it's really interesting instructing since I can see myself to see like, oh, actually your leg is not that straight. Actually, your leg's not at the angle that you're saying. So you've been taking Hardwood extend for a little while now. Find some way to get some feedback by watching yourself in the mirror to see what it actually looks like. I know, I'm dying. We're almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn to that support again. And we're going to go back to the right leg, but we're going to mix it up a little bit this time around. So again, if you'd like to be on both legs and you feel more stable, that's great. You can do that. Otherwise, we're going to go up, halfway, up and down. Here we go. Up, halfway, up and down. Up, halfway. So it's really that halfway to the second up. That is your money maker. Up, halfway, squeeze and down. 4, squeeze, and down. 3, halfway, squeeze, and down. 2, squeeze, and down. Last one, halfway, squeeze, and down. Ooh. We are cooking with grease, as my grandma would say. All right, now we're gonna go to the side. We did our front, we did our back. Now we're gonna do that modified pistol squat to the side. So remember, you can always hold on, but if you're able to balance, I think you're gonna be in better alignment if you can put those hands on those hips. So that slider's on our left foot still. We're gonna slide out to the side and come in. Nice job. Slide out to the side and in. Remembering, if you're here today, that is fantastic. You go to a range of motion that works for you. Sliding out and in. Nice job. Today's workout is a burner, so I'm proud of you for sticking with it. But when we try new things, we push ourselves. We're able to do more than we think. I know I am. There are definitely times when I thought, I don't think I can do this, but we can give it our best every time. Knowing that our best changes. You've got about 2 more. And then don't forget, we get to do those little pulse lifts. Yes, we do. All right, move that slider safely out of the way. Flex that left foot and lift it. Just a little pulse, little pulse. So soft on that standing side and flexing to that foot. That foot is in parallel, holding, pushing forward, but pointing forward. And you can always take those hands off if you like, or hold them here. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Okay, let's do our last set of calf raises. On the left foot now. And again, we're doing up, halfway, up, down. I'm saying it with a smile because I need to get excited about this stuff. Here we go. Up, halfway, up, and down. Up, halfway, up, and down. 6 more. You just have 6 more. You've been through so many calf raises today. Your calves are going to say thank you. I know mine are going to look great in my capri sweatpants, because that's pretty much all I wear today these days, other than leggings. 2 more. Up. Just me or everybody? Last time. Up. Halfway. Up. And down. Ooh. We just have 1 more exercise, and that's non-jambs, which is such a great opener for this step. So let's finish it out and get our stretch on. And then go to core. All right, so we're in that beautiful V-ish first position. So again, we bring that leg forward, all the way around, and up. So just feel your hip. Again, this is really good for hip mobility. Maybe you lose your slider, as I almost did. That's okay. So it's just giving us a little bit of bonus toning on this right leg, while kind of loosening up, giving us some nice mobility. But again, we're pointing through that toe on the standing side. Let's do 2 more to the front, and then we get to reverse it. Woo, that's, I don't know about you, but my legs, whew, my legs. Now let's go to the back. I can control that slide. Extend and around. And maybe on camera this time. Extend and around. You are doing great. You are a rock star today. This is a great workout for when you're feeling like a badass. This hard. Woo, let's do 2 more. Okay, I gotta get my head in a standing leg. Okay, let's make it our best one, our last one. And up. Nice job. All right, let's go ahead and stretch it out. So taking hand to leg, either side. I'm gonna face into the support, so tucking the hip under, pulling the leg back, staying there for quad, or pitching the body forward, kicking foot into hand for dancer. And coming up carefully, tucking the hip, pulling the quad back again. If there is a stretch you'd really like to see, someone switch it up. Or a body part you really like to stretch more for next week's workout, drop me a comment, send me a message. I'd love to hear what you want to stretch. All right, so staying here in quad if that feels good, or pitching forward into dancer, kicking hand and foot, or kicking foot into hand, pulling hand into foot. And carefully coming back up, retucking that pelvis, and then pulling the leg back into its place. Okay, go ahead and release, coming to figure four, ankle to knee, sitting back. And you know where this is going. Always an option to come into that elevated version, coming up into the ball of the foot, and stretching out. I feel tight today, so this is where I'm going to be. And release this for the other side. Sitting back into that chair, or coming in to that support. All right, it is core time, so go ahead and grab those sliders. I'm going to do this without the mat just to keep it a little bit easier. But if you feel like you need a mat underneath you, that's always okay. All right, we're going to start, obviously, with planks. So we're going to come into a plank extension to start. So you're just going to take your sliders, if you have them, and put them on your hands. I'll show you the modification in a minute once we get into those planks. So here you are in your nice plank. Extension is just extending and bringing back. Extending and bringing back. Remember, you can always do this on your knees. So that core is braced, extending, pulling in. If you don't have the sliders, keep going. If you've got the sliders, you can always just walk out, out, in, or in plank, out, in. You want nothing else to change. Super advanced version with the sliders. Both out and both in. That is too advanced for me. Going back to one hand. Yes, you can. You have 15 more seconds. Remember, you stay modified. Woo! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Go ahead and bring the sliders to your feet. We are going to do my favorite. Actually, I think I'm going to do what's my favorite part. The sliders have not enough. They don't slow the motion down at all. All right, so we're going to do an oblique extension. Plank with oblique extension. So the sliders are on your feet. Up you pop. You're holding that plank and just extending one side and then the other side. So your oblique extension might be here. That's great. Or it might be up here. Now this is a lot of core, so maybe when you feel it for a second, you just drop your knees and breathe, and then pop up and keep extending. So where are you feeling this? I can't show you. Keep going. You're feeling this right here. So as that leg is extending, you're doing a nice little oblique crunch. Some exercises just don't work for demo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Okay, we are almost there. We just have one more. It's a short abs exercise set today, and that is mountain climbers with your sliders. So if this is too much for you, you just set those sliders aside and do a regular mountain climber. Otherwise, join me, planting those hands, coming up in that plank, and simply sliding in 3 times. So this is a medium pace. You can also slide. You can also come like this to slide in from a knee plank, or you could remove those sliders and simply be here. So many options. I shall demo them all. Nice and strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Go ahead and set those sliders aside. I'm going to grab my mat. Let's stretch it out. Woo! That was a good one today, everyone. Oh my goodness. So go ahead and come all the way down onto the mat. And let's send that right leg long. Where did the hour go? I don't even know. So sending that right leg long, inhaling the arms up, side bending. And now lifting up and over. Go ahead and release. We're going to do a counter stretch. So now right arm comes up and over. Inhale, left arm to meet it. Face that foot and walk it down. Whew, a little sweaty up in here. Something about mountain climbers really gets my heart going. So just a reminder, not collapsing, pulling through. Your towel can also be a handy prop to wrap around that foot and we're getting that stretch, hamstring, back to the leg. Go ahead and sit up for me. Let's come into triangle. Right leg is our base. Left leg comes up, flex. Open that chest. And stay there or drop chin on top of chin. And roll it up. All right, we're going to do that whole series on the other side. So now that left leg goes out nice and long. Right foot comes in. Inhaling the arms up. Side, bending over. Starting to open up the side of the body. And now pitching all the way up and over. Palm down. Raise all the way up and over. And now left arm inhales up. Go ahead and pivot the torso towards the legs. And then come on down. I'm going to have my towel, but you remember you can use that towel or a belt or a strap to help you get down to that leg. If you're feeling super flexible today, go ahead and take that right hand and wrap it around outside. So just resting the foot for opposite sides for a deeper stretch. Great job. Go ahead and take that right ankle to left knee. Up the tongue. Open that chest. Flexing your foot. And you always have the opportunity to drop chin on top of chin. I'm tight today on the side, so I'm going to stay here and modified. All right, go ahead and release. We're going to come into straddle. Just a reminder, your modification is here in cobbler. With your heels closer, you'll throw it in your inner thighs. More of a diamond shape will give you armpits. So I'm going to step onto straddle. And just a reminder for straddle, one hand in front, one behind, lift up, and scoot a little deeper, but never more than feels comfortable. And then pulling that chest through. We have one more delicious stretch after this. It is my favorite in our household actually. And that is sleeping swan, which is the relaxing version of pigeon. So go ahead and walk yourself up. We're going to go long ways on the mat. And we're going to start by taking that right leg and stepping it through. We're going to angle that shin in a little bit more, so towards the other knee. And then we're going to walk that foot back. Remember, we can always put a pillow or a block under the booty. Once you can get your hips square, you can walk down to your forearms or all the way down. Once you come down to your low point, you're just going to take 3 nice breaths. Slowly, you're going to roll up, place your hands, and switch it up. So now that left knee is coming forward, up towards your left hand, shin angled in, walk it back. This is your low point today, that's great. So as you can walk on down to the forearms, or for once, I'm saying drop your head. And after you have your third deep breath, go ahead and come back to a seat. Rock side to side for me. Let's get one more good deep breath in. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me for our really tricky Barre with Sarah slider class today. I hope to see you either on Friday for the Friday Challenge or at one of our 2 1-hour classes next week, an intermediate regular bar class on Monday, or in this time slot next week, it's going to be an hour-long stretch. As I said before, I'm taking all of your suggestions and ideas for my fall programming, so if there's something you would really like to see, leave me a comment, drop me a line. Thanks to those of you who've reached out already. I appreciate it so much. Thanks, everyone, and have a good rest of your week, and I will join you in soreness starting tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.